after deportation from Thailand. What happens next and who will take the custody of the Luthra brothers? We'll get you all the latest on that story. Also on Prime 5, there is an ISIS link which has now been established to the mass shooting at Sydney's Bondi Beach. Lots more lined up for you on the show, but first the headlines on Prime 5. 10 days after they fled India post-Goa blaze, Luthra brothers back in Delhi. Luthras to face law to be interrogated by Goa police. Showdown over G. Ramji bill in Parliament. Congress stages massive stir in Parliament complex. Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, Shashi Tharoor slam centre for scrapping Manrega. Centre calls it Bill for Ram Rajya. Relief for Gandhi is the National Herald case. Delhi court refuses to take cognizance of Enforcement Directorate's money laundering case. ED to challenge special court's order. Bihar Chief Minister courts controversy, pulls a hijab down from a child's face during a government event in Patna. BJP hits back, posts old video of Gehlot removing a woman's ghungat. Poll body releases draft Bengal voter list. A total of 58 lakh names deleted after the special intensive revision. "13 killed in multi-car pile-up on expressway. Dense fog causes pile-up on Delhi-Agra expressway." All right, 10 days after the massive fire at Goa nightclub, the Luthra brothers have been dragged back to India. 25 people were killed in the nightclub fire. The Luthra brothers then fled to Thailand hours after the blaze at their club. Saurabh and Gaurav Luthra were taken into custody by the Thai authorities after their passports were suspended, paving the way for their deportation. Well, NDTV has accessed their visuals inside the aircraft which brought them back. They landed in Delhi and were taken into custody by the police. As per the procedure, they will be taken to a Delhi court where police officials will take their transit remand to Goa. Now remember, the Luthra brothers have been charged with culpable homicide among other charges. They were deported from Thailand earlier today. 25 people died in the Goa nightclub blaze on 6th of December. And within hours of that killer blaze, the brothers Saurabh and Gaurav Luthra booked a flight and fled to Phuket. Goa police sought Interpol's assistance to trace them and drag them back to India. Earlier today, they landed in New Delhi. Let's tell you more about the revelations made and perhaps what happens next in the Luthra brothers case. So like I mentioned that the nightclub was operating on expired license. These are some of the Goa police revelations made so far. For a span of 18 months, the Luthra brothers were running the club on expired license. There was no permission obtained since 2024. And there has been no action taken against their club, the Birch Romeo Lane club in North Goa, since the fire incident. It was only after the killer blaze that there was some kind of an action which was taken. Apart from this, there's also a lot of money laundering issue which has arisen against the Luthra brothers. They are linked to a network of 42 shell companies. So these are some of the revelations made by the Goa police. The Luthra brothers are back in India after 10 days of manhunt. But let's now rewind and tell you how the Luthra brothers were nabbed. So December 6th, that's when a major fire broke out at Birch by Romeo Lane nightclub in North Goa. After this, on December 7th, that's immediately after the fire broke out, the Luthra brothers booked their Phuket tickets while the rescue operations were underway in their very own club. Saurabh and Gaurav Luthra, they fled India 4 hours, exactly 4 hours after the blaze on December 6th. And well, the authorities swung into action because on December 8th and 9th, the Interpol assistance was sought and a blue corner notice was issued against the Luthra brothers. Apart from that, MEA also suspended their passport. There were a slew of actions taken against the Luthra brothers. Passport cancellation procedure also began 2 days approximately after the blaze. And then on December 10th and 11th, the Thai authorities detained the brothers in Phuket. Ironically, they flew an IndiGo flight and they were detained at an IndiGo hotel at Patong in Phuket. On December 12th, emergency travel documents were issued for the Luthra brothers. And today, on December 16th, the Luthra brothers have been deported back to India. The custody at the Indira Gandhi International Airport is right now taking place. And the Luthra brothers, after being produced to the court, they will be taken to Goa for more questioning. And well, for more on this, my colleagues who have been tracking the story very closely are joining me live. Anushka and Nupur are joining me on Prime 5. Anushka, first to you, what's the latest that you can add to this? As of now, where are the Luthra brothers? Because they are scheduled to be produced in the Patiala House Court.
That's right, Rahisha. We're right now outside the Delhi Indira Gandhi International Airport, and few moments from now, the Luthra brothers are expected outside of the airport, because we have seen that this is a long process. Luthra brothers are no ordinary passengers. There was an Interpol blue corner notice issued against them. That is why the legalities are taking time. But anytime soon, they will be taken outside the Indira Gandhi International Airport and will be taken to the Patiala House Court, where the Goa police will be seeking remand for the Luthra brothers. After that, they will be taken to the same club where the fire broke out. Both of the Luthra brothers are directors there. 5 people have been taken into custody. We have seen Ajay Gupta, who was taken into custody by the Goa police from Delhi. Now he is also being questioned, and also he has in fact said that he was a silent partner in this whole case, and that is how he came to know when the fire broke out. He travelled from Goa to Delhi and was in fact staying in Delhi, after which the Goa police have arrested him. Now I'll request my camera person to pan around and show you the visual right now outside the Delhi airport. We are seeing a lot of movement happening here. The Delhi police, who will be accompanying the Goa police till Patiala House Court, are right now outside here. We are seeing the paramilitary force and also CRPF police forces, along with the airport security, who are right now outside of the very gate from where the Luthras are expected to come out soon after the immigration and all the legal process and formalities are done. And after that, they will be taken to the hospital where the MLC will be conducted, and after that, they will be taken to Patiala House Court. After taking both the brothers in remand, the Goa police...
Right, Anushka. You've given us the latest from outside the Indira Gandhi International Airport, where the Luthra brothers will be exiting in moments from now and will be produced at the Patiala House Court. And my colleague Nupur is now joining me live from outside the Patiala House Court. Nupur, what can we expect in the proceedings? Because as we speak right now, the Luthra brothers are perhaps staring at life sentence.
Well, our sources from the Luthra brothers end have suggested that they are preparing a bail petition to present in the court today. But we have also reached out to the lawyers representing the Goa police, and they have confirmed to us that for now, today they will be just produced before the magistrates court, that is in the Delhi Patiala House Court. They will be produced for transit remand, and Goa police is looking forward to take
Nupur, I'm afraid we'll have to stop in there. We have another set of breaking news coming in at this point of time. We'll come back to you shortly. Now, this is regarding the Bondi attack there in Australia. Official statement by the Hyderabad police on the Bondi attack. Telangana police statement on the attack there. They've said the shooter, Sajid Akram, has an Indian passport. The attackers have been identified as Sajid Akram, 50-year-old father, and his son, Naveed Akram, 24-year-old son. The statement now by the official statement by Hyderabad police clearly says that the shooter, the father, Sajid Akram, has an Indian passport. And Sajid Akram, 50-year-old man who was killed on the spot, is originally from Hyderabad in India. He completed his BCom degree in Hyderabad and migrated to Australia in search of employment approximately 27 years ago. Now, one of the Bondi attackers, we're talking about Sajid Akram, the 50-year-old father, is from India. That's the statement right now given out by the police officials there in Hyderabad, clearly outlining that Sajid Akram immigrated to Australia 27 years ago. But Sajid Akram, the shooter of the Bondi attack, has an Indian passport. And he was carrying the Indian passport on date. And his son, Naveed Akram, and daughter were born in Australia, and they are Australian citizens. But Sajid Akram, the 50-year-old man, in his car, there were IEDs and also ISIS flags which were found. He has an Indian passport. All right, reading the statement of the official statement by the Hyderabad police on Bondi, and I'm quoting here, the attackers have been identified as Sajid Akram and his son Naveed Akram. Reports indicate that they were inspired by ISIS ideology, and Sajid Akram is originally from Hyderabad in India. He completed his BCom degree in Hyderabad and then shifted to Australia in search of employment. That's approximately 27 years ago. Remember, viewers, Sajid Akram is one of the shooters of the Bondi attack there in Australia. For more on this, my colleague Ashish is now joining me live. Ashish, what more can you tell us? Latest revelation that has emerged apart from the ISIS link which was established. Sajid Akram, the 50-year-old man, one of the shooters, has an Indian passport and is from Hyderabad.
Yes, you're absolutely right. So far, what we have learned from Hyderabad police sources, in fact, Hyderabad police have issued an official statement also on this whole episode, this incident, where Hyderabad police has found that this particular person, 50-year-old Sajid, he is a native of Hyderabad. He left Hyderabad in 1998, some 27 years ago. He studied here in Hyderabad. He studied commerce here. After having commerce graduation, he left to Australia on a student visa. And since then, he was not very connected with his family. In fact, his father died in 2017. And what our police sources are confirming us that during the death of his father also, he did visit Hyderabad or made any contact with the family. He last visited Hyderabad in 2022 to settle certain properties. He has a property dispute with few of his relatives. To clear those dispute as well as property, he visited Hyderabad in 2022. He currently had an Indian passport which he had acquired from Hyderabad. He was continuing that Indian passport in Australia itself. However, his son, who was also killed and named as an accused in the Bondi Beach attack case, he is an Australian citizen, as well as a daughter of him also born in Australia. So far, police agencies here in Hyderabad, they are investigating any further link, any further dubious action of Sajid here in Hyderabad. But so far, they haven't found any connection, any direct connection of Sajid to Hyderabad.
All right, Ashish, we'll come back to you shortly. My colleague Aditya is now joining me live. Aditya, there still needs to be more investigation on to the factors that led to the radicalization of Sajid Akram, because he seldom visited India and he rather shifted to Australia in 1998.
Well, that's right, Rahisha. This is big development coming at this. We are breaking this first on NDTV. This is a statement that we have received from Telangana Police. I just received this statement a few minutes ago. The Telangana Police has for the first time confirmed that the Bondi Beach, Sydney, Australia mass shooting suspect and terrorist Sajid Akram, who was shot down by the Australian police, is originally from India. He's from Hyderabad in India. From the western part of Hyderabad, in fact. And he was involved in this shooting. He was radicalized perhaps by the ISIS online. And what we also know at this particular stage is that there was continuously investigation that was underway from the Australian side, but the Indian side for the first time confirming that there is this Indian connection with it, but he studied in Hyderabad. He did his BCom from Hyderabad. Then in 1998, for better employment, he left for Australia. And for the last 27 years, Sajid Akram had been staying in Australia. He is carrying an Indian passport even now, but his son, Naveed, is in fact an Australian citizen because he was born in Australia. So that's a big development coming in. As of now, there is no criminal record or any details that the Hyderabad police or the Telangana police has identified in regard to Sajid Akram or any of his family members, but the investigations continue. We know that members of the Telangana police as well as intelligence agencies have quizzed family members of Sajid Akram who are in Hyderabad even today, their parents and other relatives, but they have said that they had broken relations with them and he was not in contact. There was some kind of a property dispute also that was underway in the last 3 years. It's being said that in 2022, Sajid Akram perhaps had visited Hyderabad last time, but since then had been away. But now it's a matter of investigation. The Indian side, the Indian investigative agencies and Indian intelligence will be cooperating with the Australian side as well. That's what we are learning. The Indian intelligence will be sharing whatever details they get about Sajid Akram with the Australian side, and then further course of action will be taken. As of now, it is clear that Sajid Akram and Naveed Akram were radicalized by ISIS, perhaps online or from Philippines angle. But there is no other India connection in this, apart from the fact that Sajid Akram was originally from India. Apart from that, there is nothing that has originated from India, be it radicalization, terror, or extremism.
Right, Aditya. So no India link apart from the fact that Sajid Akram, the 50-year-old man who was killed on the spot, he carried an Indian passport, but he seldom visited India. We will be tracking this story closely. Let's also now tell you about the other angle of the Bondi story, the Bondi attack which took place over the weekend. Well, yesterday on the show, we told you how the father-son duo, Sajid and Naveed Akram, who opened fire on families during a Hanukkah event, had IEDs and ammunition. A short while ago, we told you that he carried, Sajid Akram had an Indian passport. But what the Australian authorities have also said is that there were homemade ISIS flags which were also found in their car, in the car of the father-son duo, Sajjad and Naveed Akram. The New South Wales police confirmed the younger attacker's vehicle contained IEDs and 2 homemade ISIS flags. So the Australian authorities have clearly outlined that there has been radicalization which has taken place on the father-son duo, perhaps deepening fears that the massacre at the Bondi Beach was a part of a broader attack plot than what was initially believed. And staying on with this story, Australia's Prime Minister Anthony Albanese visited a Sydney hospital to pay a visit to a man who disarmed an apparent gunman during Sunday's mass shooting in Bondi. Albanese described Ahmed Al-Ahmed, that's the hero's name. Tributes have been pouring in for him as a true Australian hero. And well, Albanese also met the Australian hero who disarmed the gunman at the Sydney shooting. Take a listen.
Heart is strong. Thank you. Your courage is inspiring. Thank you very much.
All right. He is being hailed as a hero because Ahmed Al-Ahmed tackled the Bondi gunmen. Take a look at our next report about the hero of Australia.
In the immediate aftermath of one of the most devastating mass shootings in Australia's modern history, a video rapidly circulating on social media showed a man charging from behind and restraining a gunman. A Sydney resident who disarmed a terrorist during a deadly attack at Australia's Bondi Beach. His name is Ahmed Al-Ahmed, now being hailed as a hero. Father of 2, Ahmed hid behind parked cars before charging at one of the terrorists from behind, seizing his rifle and knocking him to the ground. Following his act of bravery, his name spread widely, as did a detail that turned out to be wrong. Various media outlets and publications described Ahmed Al-Ahmed as a fruit shop owner. But the fact is that he's not a fruit seller from Sydney's Sutherland Shire. He is in fact the owner of a tobacco and specialty convenience store which he has operated since 2021. The misidentification spread rapidly as Australians searched for ways to express gratitude in the aftermath of the attack, which left at least 15 people dead and dozens more wounded. As a result, messages of gratitude were mistakenly sent to a fruit shop in southern Sydney that people believed belonged to Al Ahmed. Sutherland Best Fresh quickly addressed the confusion. In a Facebook post on Monday morning, the owners wrote that they were deeply saddened by the tragedy in Bondi and clarified that there had been a misunderstanding regarding the hero's identity and business. They stated that they did not know Ahmed Al Ahmed nor the location of any fruit shop associated with him, while praising his courage, wishing him a speedy recovery and offering prayers for all those affected by the attack. Al Ahmed is now recovering in a hospital as tributes pour in for him. NDTV Bureau Report.
Well, a suspected New Year's Eve terror plot by an extremist group has been foiled by the federal authorities in the US. The FBI said it thwarted a credible and imminent terror threat, arresting 4 people accused of plotting coordinated bomb attacks across LA on New Year's Eve. FBI Director Kash Patel said that the suspects were members of a radical offshoot of the Turtle Island Liberation Front, or TLF, which is an extremist group described by the authorities as pro-Palestinian, anti-law enforcement and anti-government. He said that the arrest likely saved many lives. Here's a report. All right, we are telling you about the terror plot which has been thwarted in California. And of course, this comes few days after the ISIS-inspired terror attack in Australia's Bondi Beach. But our next report is about the terror plot which has been foiled in California. Take a look.
Arrested 4 suspects just outside Los Angeles. FBI has confirmed that a dangerous and organized plan to bomb multiple targets across the region was stopped before it could unfold.
Over the weekend, my office, along with the FBI, arrested members of a far-left, anti-government domestic terror cell who self-identify as the Turtle Island Liberation Front. The individuals were arrested on Friday, December 12th, when the group attempted to construct and detonate IEDs out in the desert.
According to officials, the plot was meticulously planned, with suspects allegedly scouting locations and testing explosive devices in a remote desert area. 4 individuals identified by federal prosecutors were taken into custody in the Mojave Desert as they were allegedly building and rehearsing the attack. Officials described the suspects as members of a far-left anti-government extremist group called the Turtle Island Liberation Front, a faction set to oppose capitalism and the government. Investigators seized bomb-making components, detailed plans, and documents outlining coordinated attacks, including step-by-step instructions for assembling explosive devices. Attorney General Pam Bondi praised the work of federal and local law enforcement, saying this could have been a catastrophic attack if not intercepted. The 4 suspects face charges including conspiracy and possession of unregistered destructive devices, and prosecutors say additional charges could be coming as the investigation continues. Vishal Vivek for NDTV World.
On that note, we slip into a very short break, but come right back. Lots lined up for you here on Prime 5.
I just feel very privileged in the film industry, an industry that I'm extremely proud of.
I'm honored to receive this prestigious award.
I feel overwhelmed that the NDTV has chosen me for this very special award.
Thank you so very much. This means a lot to me.
It's a great honor and a great privilege.
Really blessed to get this, and I'm really happy.
This is one of the few moments I'm going to be humble, so please record this properly, guys.
आज का दिन सबसे पहले जो फुट सोल्डर्स जो प्रिजाइडिंग ऑफिसर्स जो टीम है उनको सेलिब्रेट करने का है.
And the NDTV Indian of the Year Award 2025 goes to
NDTV Indian of the Year 2025, 19 December, New Delhi. Ideas, inspiration, impact.
What seems settled for me is unfinished business. So I rewind. I pause. I reflect. I dig until what's buried stands up to be counted. Breaking ground, not just headlines, the meaning behind them. This is Breaking Ground with me, Vedika Sood.
She stepped into the unknown and delivered a performance India is talking about. Meet the audacious Janhvi Kapoor at NDTV Indian of the Year 2025.
Namaste India. As you all know, I've been traveling around the world with my music. But this one is truly special. Something that's India. You all must have seen the magic that was created in Kun Faya Kun. Now it's your chance to experience it with me. So book your tickets from District app and together let's create harmony of hearts. See you, Delhi.
You applauded the performance. Now meet the actor who defined it. Vicky Kaushal at the NDTV Indian of the Year 2025. A sensational debut. New heartthrob of a new India. Ahan Pandey at NDTV Indian of the Year 2025.
I don't sugarcoat. I shoot straight and tell you stories the way they need to be told. Unfiltered, unafraid, unmissable. That's how I roll. Watch me, Priyanka Deo, on NDTV World. Namaste.
A transformation you witnessed. Now, meet the force behind it. Jai Shah at the NDTV Indian of the Year 2025.
Other opposition parties. They argue, I conclude. They deflect, I drill down. This isn't a free-for-all. It's a reckoning. No filler, no fog. Only the facts and where they lead. Every night at 9, the case closes because the buck stops here.
Very warm welcome to Walk the Talk. I'm joined by one of the world's top foreign affairs gurus, Fareed Zakaria. Welcome.
It takes decades to build trust, and it takes moments to break trust.
The United States recently came out with a new security strategy doctrine.
In this moment of extraordinary power and dominance, Trump's vision of America in the world is to retreat, to shrink, to shed its influence, make America a regional power again. For 80 years, it's been a global power. We want to be a regional power.
They rule the world. Won 1 billion hearts. Now, meet the champions who made the nation proud. The Indian women's cricket team at the NDTV Indian of the Year. The front lines of Kargil. The fury of Operation Sindhu.
So many attacks.
The chaos and cries of disaster zones. To fighter jet cockpits. And the world's most defining interviews.
It's incredible.
He has seen history break. Live, unfiltered. 20,000 hours of live broadcasting.
Welcome to Left, Right and Centre.
Hard facts.
War-struck country.
Hard questions.
In the Ukraine.
30 years of trust.
In the Kargil area. North Ukraine. In France. In Italy. At Srinagar. Vishnu Shom for NDTV.
Vishnu Shom. only on NDTV.
Very warm welcome to Walk the Talk. I'm Rahul Kanwal. I'm joined by one of the world's top foreign affairs gurus, Fareed. Welcome.
It takes decades to build trust, and it takes moments to break trust.
The United States recently came out with a new security strategy doctrine.
In this moment of extraordinary power and dominance, Trump's vision of America in the world is to retreat, to shrink, to shed its influence, make America a regional power again. For 80 years, it's been a global power. We want to be a regional power.
21 days in Kashmir. People have bombarded me, friends, with requests for an unfiltered list of things I saw and observed on the ground. Very special ground report from the
Welcome back. You're watching Prime 5 with me, Raisha Sehgal. Shifting our focus to another big story. There was massive showdown in Parliament over the Ji Ram Ji bill. This is the name of the bill replacing the Manrega bill. In the Lok Sabha today, Union Agriculture Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan tabled and introduced the bill. But as soon as that was done, the opposition erupted in massive demonstrations there inside Parliament, mounting a strong demonstration against the centre's new bill to replace the Rural Job Guarantee Scheme, Manregas. Senior Congress leaders Priyanka Gandhi Vadra said that the new bill weakens the law and should be withdrawn. The Wayanad MP also said no law should be passed based on someone's, and I'm quoting Priyanka Gandhi Vadra here, whim, ambition and prejudice. Other opposition leaders also demonstrated. In fact, there were two demonstrations today, one before the bill was tabled and the next right after tabling of the bill. BJP, on the other hand, pointed to the improvements that they have made to the scheme, including giving more days of job guarantees. Take a listen to the political reactions on this.
उन्हीं के विचारों पर आधारित, पंडित दीनदयाल उपाध्याय जी के विचारों पर आधारित गरीब कल्याण की कई योजनाएं ये सरकार मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में चला रही है। और जहां तक मनरेगा का सवाल है, माननीय अध्यक्ष जी, कांग्रेस तो यूपीए तो केवल मनरेगा लेके आई थी, लेकिन 2,13,220 करोड़ रुपया यूपीए की सरकार ने मनरेगा पर खर्च किए थे। हमने 8,53,810 करोड़ रुपया गरीबों के कल्याण के लिए खर्च किए और इस योजना को और मजबूत करने की कोशिश की। और आज भी माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय, तकलीफ क्या है? 100 दिन की गारंटी के बजाय हम 125 दिन की गारंटी दे रहे हैं। काम 125 दिन की गारंटी देने का काम कर रहे हैं।
सर, जो हमारे संविधान की जो मूल भावना है कि हर एक व्यक्ति के हाथों में शक्ति होनी चाहिए, वही मूल भावना पंचायती राज में है। और उस मूल भावना के विरोध है ये जो अधिनियम, जो ये विधेयक आ रहा है। सर, इस विधेयक के जो प्रबंधन है, जिससे रोजगार का जो अधिकार है, कानूनी अधिकार है, वो कमज़ोर हो रहा है, वो हमारे संविधान के विपरीत है। सर, ये हमारे इसी सदन ने ये कानून बनाया और इसी सदन ने ये अधिकार जनता को दिया है।
ओके।
सर, एक और है। सर, महात्मा गांधी मनरेगा में 90% अनुदान केंद्र से आता था। इस विधेयक द्वारा ज़्यादातर प्रदेशों में अब 60% आएगा। इसको घटाया गया है।
ओके।
सर, इससे प्रदेशों की अर्थव्यवस्था पर बहुत भार होगी और खास तौर से ये वे प्रदेश जिनकी अर्थव्यवस्था पहले से ही केंद्र की ओर से जीएसटी के बकाये के इंतजार में है।
ओके।
आप इंट्रोडक्शन के समय में आपने इतने लोगों को बोलने का मौका दिया, मैं आपको धन्यवाद देता हूं। आप हमेशा मौका देते हैं, मगर हम टाइम बाउंड है, हमारे पास बिजनेस है सरकार के पास। मैं सिर्फ और ये सुनने और ये भाग जाएंगे, ये सुनेंगे ना फिर भाग जाएंगे, चर्चा का मांग करता फिर भागेंगे, ऐसा नहीं होता है। जो देश हित में बिल पारित करना है वो तो हम पारित करके ही रहेंगे। लेकिन आप लोग इसमें हिस्सा लीजिए, हमारे कोई आपत्ति नहीं, हम लोग सुनने के लिए हमेशा तैयार रहते हैं। मेरा सिर्फ लिमिटेड पॉइंट है, जब हम रूल 72 पे यहाँ इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ बिल पे अपोज करते हैं, तो स्पेसिफिकली स्पीकर साहब ने बार बार याद दिलाया, वी हैव टू अपोज द इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ द बिल only on the ground of the competence of making legislation of this house. इस सदन का लेजिस्लेटिव कॉम्पिटेंस को ही सीमित रखिए तो ठीक रहेगा। आप प्रेमचंद्र जी, आप पूरा आर्टिकल 343 में जा रहे, ऑफिशियल लैंग्वेज एक्ट को सब जानता है। इस देश में 2 भाषा, यूनियन ऑफ इंडिया का 2 भाषा चलता है, हिंदी अंग्रेजी दोनों यूज कर सकते हैं। ये प्रथा तब से चलते आया है। आप इसको अननेसेसरी रूल 72 में आप इसको कोट कर रहे हैं, हमारा कोई आपत्ति नहीं, सब बोल सकते हैं। सिर्फ मेरा रिक्वेस्ट है सर कि अगर
आप तो अनलिमिटेड, आप तो इतनी सी रिक्वेस्ट करो कि वो आपको सुन ले।
ऐसा अनलिमिटेड बोलते जाएगा तो सरकार को तो रिस्पॉन्ड करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि रूल 72 का दुरुपयोग किया जा रहा है, ये तो ठीक नहीं है। समय का कीमत तो सबको समझना चाहिए।
For our nation and our nation's commitment to the welfare of its most vulnerable citizens. My first objection, Mr. Speaker, as with others, is the ill-advised decision to remove the name of the father of the nation for the reasons already given, which I will not repeat. But this is not just an administrative tweak, sir. It's an assault on the very spirit and philosophical foundation of this crucial program. Mahatma Gandhi's vision of Ram Rajya was never a purely political program. It was a socio-economic blueprint rooted in the empowerment of villages, and his unwavering faith in Gram Swaraj was part of his vision of Ram Rajya. So the original act, by bearing his name, acknowledged this profound connection that true employment guarantee and upliftment must flow from the grassroots, embodying his principle of the last man first. To remove the name Mahatma Gandhi is to strip the bill of its moral compass and its historical legitimacy, and then to have 2 languages in the title just to make the acronym Ji Ramji is not just a violation of Article 348 as pointed out in the previous discussion, but it also reminds me of a song, of a lyric from my childhood, sir. मेरे बचपन में ये गाते थे, देखो ये दीवानो ओ दीवानो ये काम मत करो, राम का नाम बदनाम मत करो. And in this particular case it's a real...
The Vikshit Bharat Guarantee for Rozgar and Ajivika Mission, Gramin, VB, Ji Ramji. Sir, I oppose the idea of replacing the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi's name, with Ji Ramji. Ramji is respected by people in the country, but to me, Mahatma Gandhi is much more relevant. This distortion of the name of the NREGA, MG NREGA, is something we object. We have other points of objection, like instead of being a demand-driven, it has become a supply-driven scheme.
In other news, a major political storm has erupted in Bihar after Chief Minister Nitish Kumar was caught on camera pulling down a woman's hijab. That's during an appointment letter distribution event for Ayush doctors. This video on your screens, this viral video shows the Chief Minister questioning the woman's headscarf and then forcibly pulling it down, even as officials and Deputy Chief Minister Samrat Chaudhary appeared to intervene. The opposition has slammed the act, calling it humiliating and unacceptable. The RJD and Congress have shared the video demanding Nitish Kumar's resignation, saying that a woman's dignity and religious identity were publicly violated. Several leaders and public figures have also weighed in, saying that no authority has the right to humiliate an adult woman in public, and that the Chief Minister owes an unconditional apology. JDU, meanwhile, has defended the Chief Minister's action, saying that the Chief Minister loves children, that he looked at the women as his child, and that his action was out of mere and pure affection. Well, viewers, this is not the first time that the Bihar Chief Minister has found himself amid this controversy. Let's now take you through a list of controversies that Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar has found himself in. All right, let's first tell you about this year itself. In March, Chief Minister Nitish Kumar was seen smiling and waving during National Anthem. Then, in May this year as well, the Chief Minister placed flower pot on the head of an IAS officer. In October then, Chief Minister Nitish Kumar put garland on a woman there despite being stopped. And then the latest one that we are telling you about here on the show, December this year, just today, Chief Minister Nitish Kumar pulls down hijab of a female doctor at a ceremony. Let's just take a listen to the political reactions that have been coming in on this.
शर्म करो मेरे भाई, ऐसे किसी को नहीं कहना चाहिए। जो नेता आप सबसे प्यार करता हो, सबका सम्मान करता हो, विपक्ष के कोई भी नेता किसी स्टेट में जाइएगा, कहीं ना कहीं ये लगता है कि विपक्ष के है, लेकिन हमारा नेता ऐसा है, कोई विपक्ष का लोग आता है, लगता है हम सबको लगता है, ये भी लगता है पक्ष का इसका काम कर रहे हैं या व्यवहार दे रहे हैं। उस नेचर उनका देखिए, नेता का जो नेचर था वो देखना चाहिए। नेता ने जो कल की बात घटना है, इस घटना में आप देख रहे होंगे, वो एक बेटी के समान है। हमारे नेता के, नेता जैसे हम लोग हैं, भले हम एमएलए हो गए, लेकिन हम नेता के बेटा की तरफ जाते हैं, प्यार करते हैं, हम लोगों को प्यार करते हैं। जो बच्चियां हमारी हैं, छोटी बच्चियां हमारी हैं, बिटियां हमारी हैं, निश्चित तौर पर प्यार दुलार से आदमी को कहता है, सर पे हाथ रख देता है। जो उन्होंने दिखाया गया है, जो टीवी पे आ रहा था, वो देश को, प्रदेश को दिखाना चाहती थी, बेटी हमारी बेटी कामयाब हुई है।
शर्म आनी चाहिए नीतीश बाबू को और भारतीय जनता पार्टी को, जिन्होंने उनके साथ मिलकर चुनाव लड़ा और सरकार बना रखी। किसी भी आदमी को अगर वो मानसिक रूप से संतुलित, तो ये अधिकार नहीं है कि हिंदू महिला घूंघट या पर्दा, मुस्लिम महिला जो पर्दा हिजाब लगा के करते हैं, कुछ लोग बुर्का पहन के करते हैं, उसे जिस तरह बलपूर्वक, बेशर्मी के साथ, निर्लज्जता के साथ उस महिला को स्पर्श करते हुए हटाया है, वो किसी मुख्यमंत्री को क्या, एक साधारण आदमी को भी शोभा नहीं देता।
नीतीश कुमार एक प्रोग्राम में एक महिला के नकाब को खींचते हुए नजर आ रहे हैं। आप एक तरफ महिलाओं के सम्मान की बात करते हैं और दूसरी तरफ आप एक कार्यक्रम में महिलाओं का अपमान कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि ये एक महिला का अपमान नहीं है, बल्कि पूरे देश की महिलाओं का अपमान है। इस पर नीतीश कुमार को कोई सफाई देने की आवश्यकता नहीं है, बल्कि पूरे देश की जनता से माफी मांगनी होगी और खुसूसन महिलाओं से माफी मांगनी होगी।
Shifting our focus to the poll-bound state of West Bengal, where there's been a development which has taken place which will raise the political storm in the state. A total of 58 lakh names have been deleted from the state's draft voter list after the SIR to weed out duplication and errors. Out of these 58 lakh names, 24 lakh have been marked as dead, 19 lakh as relocated, 12 lakh as missing, and 1.3 lakh as duplicate. The publication of the draft list marks the end of the first phase of the SIR. Those whose names have been incorrectly excluded from the draft list can now raise objections and request corrections. Meanwhile, political war of words has started in West Bengal as this revision comes just ahead of the Bengal elections next year. TMC called it a conspiracy by the BJP and said that they will do everything to fight the conspiracy. BJP, on the other hand, said that internal security is a priority for the centre and that TMC and the previous left governments in Bengal have encouraged fake voters in the state. Take a listen to the reactions pouring in on the SIR showdown in poll-bound state of West Bengal.
बहुत ही अन्याय है, ये एक साजिश है बीजेपी को पश्चिम बंगाल से लेजिटिमेट वोटर को नाम काटने, बट हम लोग कोशिश चलाएंगे हम सब जगह वोटर असिस्टेंट बूथ सेटअप किए हैं और हम 6 नंबर फॉर्म भर के फिर वोटर को इंप्रूव करने का काम करेंगे।
बड़ी संख्या है, नंबर बहुत ज्यादा है, 1.5 करोड़।
साजिश भी बहुत ज्यादा है। सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इलेक्शन कमीशन का जॉइंट साजिश है। बड़ा साजिश में तो बड़ा नाम काटेगा।
तो आपको क्या लगता है अब नाम जुड़ पाएंगे? क्योंकि बिहार में
जुड़ पाएंगे। बिहार में ग्राउंड लेवल में ऑपोजिशन का उतना स्ट्रेंथ नहीं था, हमारा तो ग्राउंड लेवल में सभी हमारा है।
राजनीति के ऊपर रुझान का सवाल नहीं है। पूरा हिंदुस्तान की जनता अपना इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी से कंप्रोमाइज करने का मूड में नहीं है। वोटर लिस्ट का शुद्धिकरण हो रहा है। शुद्धिकरण प्रक्रिया में सभी पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज ने भाग लिया, तृणमूल कांग्रेस भी लिया, और हम लोग विश्वास करते हैं ये 60 लाख पे शंका खत्म हो जाएगा। ऐसा नहीं है। 1,70,000 1,70,00,000 वोटर अब स्क्रैनर के नीचे है। तो देखिए
फाइनल ड्राफ्ट लिस्ट तक आ जाएगा।
फाइनल ड्राफ्ट।
And we're tracking this big story for you here on NDTV. The Luthra brothers, they have now been taken out of the Indira Gandhi International Airport here in New Delhi. They will now be taken to the Patiala House Court, and NDTV has been tracking the Luthras from the Delhi airport. NDTV has broken this first. These are the visuals, the first visuals you see on your screens right now of the Luthra brothers who are now exiting the Indira Gandhi International Airport here in New Delhi. This is after they landed in New Delhi earlier today from Thailand, after which the deportation was completed. These are the visuals of Luthra brothers there, wearing a black hoodie, a cap and a mask with glares with the Goa officials, the airport authorities. These are the visuals of the Luthra brothers who are now exiting the Delhi airport. They have come out of the Delhi airport, and the next where they will be taken is the Patiala House Court, where there is a hearing on them. Well, these are the visuals of the Luthra brothers. After 10 days of manhunt, the Luthra brothers were detained in Phuket in Thailand, and they have now reached India, and they are right now, as we speak, exiting the Delhi airport. My colleague Anushka has been tracking this story closely for you, and she joins me live from Delhi airport. Anushka, over to you.
That's right, Rahisha. The Luthra brothers have finally left the Delhi airport. It was a very long process because of the immigration, the immigration thing, and also because of how long the procedure was. Now we are seeing that both the brothers will be taken for the medical examination, and after that they will be going to Patiala House Court. Both the brothers have left Delhi airport after, and also the arresting process that was being done by the Goa police. After here, they will be, going for the medical examination, and after transit remand, it is expected that they will be leaving Delhi late today night, and after that, they will be taken to Goa at the very spot of the Birch by Romeo Lane, bar, and now we are the investigating agencies are right now, taking them to the, Patiala House Court, after which they will be confronted with all the evidences. Total 5 people have been arrested in this case, and we are seeing that one more partner of the Luthras, the silent partner, who is Ajay Gupta, who has been taken to custody in Delhi, will be confronted with all the facts and details. We do know that 25 people lost their lives in the massive fire that took place in Goa at the Birch and Romeo Lane, which is in fact being co-owned by both the brothers. In Delhi also they had multiple offices. One such office, that is in Hudson Lane, is right now under the scanner of the investigating agencies, as they are trying to see why more than 40 companies were registered on a single address, and multiple directors were also registered in the same address. Now this is a classic case of potential money laundering, because of which the investigating agencies are leaving no stones unturned. He was not a regular passenger here this time. He was after being deported, he was brought back to the Delhi airport, and because of that, the legal proceedings took a little much more time than what it used to take, frequently, but now we are seeing that finally both the brothers have been brought back to the Indian soil, and soon they will be facing justice. They will be taken by the Goa police, and after that we will in fact show you the visuals of how they will be deported back to, they have been deported to India, and now they will be taken by the Goa police to Goa at the very same place where this whole incident took place. The investigating agencies are trying to make sure as to how the whole cafe was in fact being run in the first place when there were no legal license at that particular place. Every license was obtained by wrongful manner, because of which there was a huge question of authenticity as to how this was in fact being run by both the brothers. This was one of the cafes that was a premium cafe for both the brothers, and we are showing you the visuals of how the luggage of both the brothers are right now being kept inside the Delhi police vehicle. From here they will be taken to the Patiala House Court, and after that they will be taken back to Goa to confront them with all the details and hard facts about how this whole incident took place. And rather than taking responsibility, they took a flight. After 90 minutes they booked the flight, and a few hours from that they took the flight to Thailand. They stayed in Thailand for a few days when Thai agencies detained them, and after that they were taken to Bangkok where all the legal proceedings were done, and finally they are back in India. The legal proceedings have been completed. They will be taken to Patiala House Court, and after that they will be taken to Goa, after which the whole case will be in fact taken by the Goa police, and they will try to confront them with all the evidences that they have obtained so far.
Right, Anushka, you've given us a lowdown of all that has happened and transpired in the few days. These are the visuals on your screens of the Luthra brothers exiting the Delhi airport. NDTV was also the first channel to be on board the aircraft, the IndiGo airplane, which brought the Luthra brothers back to India. Anushka, you've been tracking the story since morning. They, like you also mentioned, they will be produced before the Patiala House Court. Talk to us about the charges that they face, because we've been learning that the Luthra brothers right now, they stare at 10-year jail term or life sentence.
That's right, Rahisha. Among other charges, they are in fact charged with culpable homicide because of all the negligence that was happening at the club in Goa. They had wrongfully obtained all the licenses. There were no proper NOC for that particular restaurant bar where this incident took place. And after the incident took place, where 25 people lost their lives, most of them were the workers of that particular club, and also customers, and 5 tourists who were inside there enjoying.
Right, and Anushka, stay with us. My colleague Tejshri is also joining me live. Tejshri, you've been tracking the story. You were in Phuket, and now you were also on the aircraft with the Luthra brothers there. What are you picking up at this point of time? Because what we're learning, the visuals on the screens, the Luthra brothers are exiting the Delhi airport right now.
Well, absolutely. NDTV only channel to confront them, to ask them the questions so as to they are responsible for the deaths of 25 individuals. The innocent lives were lost because of them. And why were they absconding? Why did they flee the country? That's the sequence, the exclusive confrontational sequence that we had asked the Luthra brothers. And apart from that, also, in fact, remember that now they will be taken for the medical and also taken for the protection. As of now, what we got to know is that they were taken. The Goa police arrested them and forced that also. In fact, the immigration formalities were completed, and then the Goa police completed the arresting formalities, and then they were formally arrested at from Bangkok detention center. Not just that, but also inside the flight as well. NDTV was the first channel to capture the visuals of Luthra brothers, Gaurav Luthra, Saurabh Luthra, from inside the flight. And also remember that the manner in which they flee the country, that was also quite suspicious. And that is why, in fact, they have been stating that they flee the country because they did not flee the country, but they kept on saying that they went to Bangkok, they went to, I beg your pardon, they went to Thailand for some kind of business work. Now, what business work was this? These Luthra brothers will have to clarify definitely to the authorities as to what kind of business work they were talking about. But as of now, what we are getting to know is that they will be taken for the medical, and then they will be produced in the court, and then finally the custody will be the Goa police will be taking them to go where the incident took place. The crime scene will be recreated. What actually happened over there? The illegal aspects of building the Romeo Lane over there will also be in fact tracked. Now remains to be seen that what happens next as far as the entire procedure is concerned. But NDTV will keep you posted, keep you ahead on all the updates as far as the deportation is concerned.
Right, Tejshri, like you mentioned, you were inside the aircraft there. We were the first channel to break that. Visuals of Luthra brothers. Thank you, Tejshri. And Anushka for tracking this story and getting us the latest right now. We'll, of course, be tracking the story very closely. The latest right now is the Luthra brothers have exited the Delhi airport. Those are the visuals on your screens, and they will be taken to the Patiala House Court next. Well, on that note, we slip into a very short break, but come right back. Lots line up for you here on NDTV 24/7.
Watch Rahul and me on his great show, Walk the Talk.
Coming soon, only on NDTV.
What does Sufism mean to you?
Sufism is about love. Higher ideals are more fascinating than normal love song or anything. Talk about Khwaja Mere Khwaja, Kun Faya Kun. It's all about higher ideals. I'm bringing the same spirit to Delhi. So book your tickets from District app. See you, Delhi.
Across the country.
He has tracked the pulse of power from Washington to Korea. Witnessed history being made in global capitals and conflict zones. Brought clarity to complex issues of national security and international affairs. Aditya Raj Kaul, covering international affairs like no one else, only on NDTV network.
I just feel very privileged in the film industry, an industry that I'm extremely proud of.
I'm honored to receive this prestigious award.
I feel overwhelmed that the NDTV has chosen me for this very special award.
Thank you so very much. This means a lot to me.
It's a great honor and a great privilege.
Really blessed to get this, and I'm really happy.
This is one of the few moments I'm going to be humble, so please record this properly, guys.
आज का दिन सबसे पहले जो फुट सोल्जर्स जो प्रिजाइडिंग ऑफिसर्स जो टीम है उनको सेलिब्रेट करने का है.
And the NDTV Indian of the Year Award 2025 goes to
NDTV Indian of the Year 2025, 19 December, New Delhi. Ideas, inspiration, impact.
What seems settled for me is unfinished business. So I rewind, I pause, I reflect, I dig until what's buried stands up to be counted. Breaking ground, not just headlines, the meaning behind them. This is Breaking Ground with me, Vedika Sood.
She stepped into the unknown and delivered a performance India is talking about. Meet the audacious Janhvi Kapoor at NDTV Indian of the Year 2025.
Namaste, India. As you all know, I've been traveling around the world with my music. But this one is truly special. Something that's India. You all must have seen the magic that was created in Kun Faya Kun. Now it's your chance to experience it with me. So book your tickets from District app, and together let's create harmony of hearts. See you, Delhi.
You applauded the performance. Now meet the actor who defined it. Vicky Kaushal at the NDTV Indian of the Year 2025. A sensational debut. New heartthrob of a new India. Ahan Pandey at NDTV Indian of the Year 2025.
I don't sugarcoat. I shoot straight and tell you stories the way they need to be told. Unfiltered, unafraid, unmissable. That's how I roll. Watch me, Priyanka Deo, on NDTV World. Namaste.
A transformation you witnessed. Now, meet the force behind it. Jai Shah at the NDTV Indian of the Year 2025.
Other opposition parties.
They argue, I conclude. They deflect, I drill down. This isn't a free-for-all. It's a reckoning. No filler, no fog. Only the facts and where they lead. Every night at 9, the case closes because the buck stops here.
Very warm welcome to Walk the Talk. I'm joined by one of the world's top foreign affairs gurus, Fareed Zakaria. Welcome.
It takes decades to build trust, and it takes moments to break trust.
The United States recently came out with a new security strategy doctrine.
Hello, good evening and welcome to Nationwide at 6 on NDTV. I am Ankit Tyagi. Ladies and gentlemen, an action-packed show, as I always say, lined up for you. We'll start with the big bulletin.